Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I'm fine. Kisumu is also fantastic. I want to ask you this particular question, and I require your honest answer. Do you think William Samoei Arap Ruto will succeed in finishing or weakening Raila Amolo Odinga? That is the question, because the former president, Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, tried and failed. Mwai Kibaki tried and failed. Uhuru Kenyatta tried and failed, and finally he had to enter into the handshake. And of course, William Ruto is different. He made history by becoming the first politician in the Republic of Kenya to contest for the presidency and won on the first attempt. Will he be able to finish or to weaken Raila Odinga? Because the other fact which exists in this country is that Raila Odinga actually thrives under crisis. That whenever Raila Odinga is in a comfort zone, the way he was during the Nusumkati government and during the handshake, that's when he performs badly. So in this video, I want us to look at the new strategies which William Ruto has actually crafted and is implementing with the aim of finishing or weakening Raila Amolo Odinga. Before we get into all those, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without your support, this channel cannot be where it is now. I want to go straight to the points. For those who've been following Raila Odinga's politics, the moment Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta entered into the handshake, there is a section of his support base who never trusted that move, because they believed that probably what Uhuru Kenyatta wanted is that Uhuru wanted a way of weakening Raila Odinga, a way of ruling peacefully, because it was going to be very difficult for Uhuru to rule with Ruto on the other side and Raila also on the other side. William Ruto clearly has begun this strategy early of trying to finish Raila Amolo Odinga. And the question is, what are the strategies he's using? I've been observing William Ruto of late, and clearly he's on a mission to finish Raila Amolo Odinga or to weaken Raila Odinga. Whether he's going to succeed or not is something we will wait to see. So the first strategy which William Ruto is employing is targeting the governors. Between 2013 and 2017, Raila Odinga's strength, actually to 2022, Raila Odinga's strength has always been the governors. Between 2017 and 2022, William Ruto managed to win the support of members of parliament, but he failed to win the support of senators and governors. So governors remained some of the core support base of Raila Amolo Odinga. And of course, ODM had many governors in the republic. Governors have structures. They have structures on the ground. So Raila Odinga has always used those structures. Like, for example, when Raila Odinga is going to a place, let's say coming to Kisumu, it's normally very possible for the governors to activate the structures on the ground, and the visit would be easy. Raila Odinga had problems in places where he didn't have governors. So William Ruto has identified specific governors, and is going to use these governors to frustrate Raila Amolo Odinga. And most of these governors are actually elected on ODM ticket. His strategy is that he wants to try and target some of these governors. For example, if you go to Turkana, where the new governor, Jeremiah Lomurkai, is facing that criminal charge of forging certificate, you know, if that charge is going to be pressed, then the governor is definitely going to be forced to work with William Ruto. William Ruto is a student of Moi, so he's actually employing Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi's tactics. And indeed, the Turkana governor has already indicated that I am willing to leave that ODM and work with Ruto.
Chama sio service kwa watu wetu. A party is just a vehicle that drove us to some point. Lakini tumefika hiyo point. Na pia tulifika kistyle. Sasa mimi sasa wacha nichape na Ruto kazi, si ndio? Because mimi natakanga yule mtu atanisikia, si ndio? Kwa hivyo mimi nikiwa Jeremiah, I am ready to work with the President of the Republic of Kenya. Na hiyo na niliambia waheshimiwa, mkitoka barabara nitapita na nyinyi.
The other governor I'm seeing likely to work with Ruto is the Tana River governor. Tana River governor is facing an election petition. And he's already, because when the last national event which was held in Nairobi, he attended that function as the only ODM governor. So the truth of the matter is that the guy fears that if he opposes or if he's seen to be supporting Raila Odinga, then probably he's going to have a challenge with the case. And with William Ruto as the president, there's that fear. The other day, you also saw the Kakamega governor, Fernandus Baraza, meeting with the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi. That meeting was actually because of the case he's facing. Don't be cheated. So William Ruto is targeting these governors. If he can cripple Raila Odinga in terms of governors, then Raila Odinga is going to be weakened. And I want to also to just monitor whatever is going to happen in Mombasa. Mombasa, William Ruto wants to create a conducive environment for the governor, Abdul Samad Nasir, so that he feels comfortable with Ruto, just like Uhuru was comfortable with Joho. His members of parliament from Mombasa, like Jichopevu, is already praising the governor. So let us wait and see. So that's the first strategy, the governors. Number two is parliamentary strength. You know, ODM as a political party has several members of parliament. Azimio has several members of parliament. But William Ruto's party, Kenya Kwanza, or coalition Kenya Kwanza, has the majority. The challenge Raila Odinga is facing is that, the challenge William Ruto is facing is that he cannot pass certain legislation which requires absolute majority. So what is focusing right now on is that William Ruto is targeting specific members of parliament from Azimio. You know, we had parliamentary leadership elections, appointments, and there are those who are not happy. We have the Yala, there are those who are not happy. You know, there's just the rivalry within Azimio. Some people feel that, okay, ODM is loading on them, you know, those issues. So William Ruto is comping all those issues, putting them together. Then from that is identifying MPs who are not happy with the ODM, who are not happy with Azimio. He's also looking for MPs who previously were with him but left just for the purposes of election. He's trying to bring them together. Once he identifies those members of parliament, brings them together, then he's going to have absolute majority. So which means Raila Odinga will be demoralized in case William Ruto's side will always have win in parliament. So William Ruto is also using that tactic to try and isolate Raila Odinga. And that's explain what happens the other day when he met with the Kakamega members of parliament. Number three, the third strategy, which I think he has tried before and failed, I don't know whether he's going to succeed, is to try and isolate Raila Amolo Odinga. Not just isolate Raila Odinga. He's basically trying to portray Raila Odinga and ODM as a low party. In Azimio, ODM is being isolated. Gideon Moi is not happy. The other day you saw Sabina Chege not happy. Wiper is still within because he's hoping of inheriting the low support base, but William Ruto is also trying so hard to isolate Raila Odinga. If he's going to succeed in isolating Raila Amolo Odinga, then probably his objective is going to be achieved. But it's going to be very difficult for him to successfully isolate Raila Odinga, because the only thing Raila Odinga will need is to go back to the people. And some of those members of parliament, some of those governors will just follow the line. So that's number 3. His 4th strategy is Uhuru Kenyatta. You know, William Ruto and his allies were very harsh on Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. On the day William Ruto was being sworn in as the president of the Republic of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua lectured Uhuru Kenyatta like a child. Uhuru Kenyatta was then supposed to attend official luncheon at State House. He just drove past State House. Then later on, there was this African Union appointment, peace ambassador. So Uhuru Kenyatta has been moving from one point to the other to the other. Since he began that journey, you've realized that the noise from Kenya Kwanza members of parliament have actually reduced. William Ruto wants a situation where Uhuru Kenyatta feels comfortable. And once he feels comfortable, then they can now start talking. By talking, it would mean that Raila Odinga is going to be isolated. It also means that Uhuru Kenyatta is not going to engage himself in Azimio politics. Why? Uhuru Kenyatta is currently the chairperson of Azimio. That's the truth. He's the chairperson of Azimio. And because he's the chairperson of Azimio, there are certain meetings, there are certain decisions as the leader of Azimio he can actually make. But now that is engaged in international assignment. For example, there is no way you would expect Uhuru Kenyatta to come and chair Azimio parliamentary group meeting, then the next day he's headed to Ethiopia or to South Africa or to any other country like DRC. So William Ruto is trying so hard to make Uhuru Kenyatta busy outside. And when Uhuru Kenyatta is busy with international engagements, he's down here really disrupting Azimio. And lastly, William Ruto is also keen on trying so hard to consolidate his Kenya Kwanza support base. You know, one of the expectations of Raila Odinga and his supporters is that William Ruto's support base were going to be dissatisfied with the government. That whether you voted for ODM, you voted for Azimio, the cost of hunger will affect both of you. And that they were going to realize that most of the things which they were told were actually lies. That was the expectation. But William Ruto, you've seen William Ruto now trying to organize those, the alleged Thanksgiving. Why is he doing that? Just to consolidate his support base. I listened to part of his speech yesterday, where he was talking of Aror and Kimwarer. He's talking of dealing with the bandits, where he was talking of 1,000 dams, you know. Those are just meant to consolidate his support base. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Again, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.